wrong with you?
Why didn't you fight back?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Because I didn't fight back, that means I secretly care about you? I'm just a misunderstood little chicken fetus in an egg that needs to be cracked open. Well, I am not. I do not care about you or anyone else in this circus in the slightest. End of story. You are my playthings.
Hello, welcome to another video. I wanted to thank you guys so much for the amount of views, likes, and stuff you guys did on the last video. I appreciate some of you who subscribed from that. If you want, you can subscribe again. Thank you so much. Today's video is going to be about a Jax theory. Mostly what his relationship with the other circus members is like. So, Jax and Ribbit both seem to have a decent relationship compared to the flashback in episode 9's trailer. And while I do think that Jax sees Ribbit inside of Pomni, so every time Pomni gets close, he pushes her away. He believes that Pomni is similar to Ribbit, so if we're taking things like that, then Pomni and Ribbit has similar personality, which means Jax just wanted to like relax with Ribbit and Kaufmo and stuff, and Ribbit, probably similar to Kaufmo and Pomni, slowly, progressively abstracted, but hid it away. Kind of like Kaufmo did. He hid it away and abstracted in his room with exit all over his walls and stuff. And that's what makes Jax his relationship with Pomni more interesting. Because he's already been through a similar thing with Ribbit. So he's trying to prevent that to happen by pushing her away. By trying to get what he wants, staying there, and not losing his friends. Which is why I think in episode 9, he's going to apologize for pushing Pomni away, and eventually abstract. I made a YouTube short on that, you guys can go check it out, if you'd like. I also think the reason that Jax will abstract isn't because, oh, he's pushing these people away. I think the key to abstraction is loneliness, and suffering. So, if we take an example from the original I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, the reason Am kept all the humans alive was to torture them. And they all had similar reactions, just like some of the circus members. And Jax, being based off of one of them, has a similar reaction to that same kind of guy. Which I believe means that the reason all these abstractions have been happening is because the lonelier you are, the quicker you're like the characters, like in the real world, their problems, their like mental illnesses, all catch up to them and just start to push through and do all this and eventually stretch them out to the point of popping. Yes. So, I don't necessarily think that... I feel like all the circus members have that. They're just more sane than Jax is. Jax has been hiding his true self ever since he entered the circus. So that way, he's not bullied or thrown around or this or that. And he was perfectly fine. He was relaxing with Kaufmo and Ribbit. And I believe the reason they abstracted is because Jax didn't want to leave. He didn't want to leave Ribbit and Kaufmo behind. And he didn't want them to leave him behind. So he slowly tried to change their minds to stay, which caused them to abstract. But then Kaufmo starting to see the exit that Kane created, which eventually made him go insane. Which means Kane's adventures are also a part of your sanity, which we've already learned through, like, the first episode. But I believe ever since episode 1, Jax has already almost abstracted multiple times. And it just gets worse throughout the series, to the point where he actually does abstract, because we don't really see what he does in his room for, I think, 6 episodes, I believe. And it just, like, he could be doing anything in there. He could be, like, reminiscing of Ribbit and Kaufmo, like he did in episode 7. Or he could just be doing all of this. And it eventually is just gonna lead him to explode in episode 9. He wants to leave, but he doesn't want his friends to leave. He doesn't want them to leave him. He doesn't want him to leave them. Which is what he saw after Ribbit and Kaufmo. He blamed himself. Which means, in episode 9, either Jax is gonna go so crazy, he's gonna sneak into Kane's office, probably figure out a way to take it over, or Kane's office is deleted, and Jax is just gonna form the circle. What do I mean by that? Well, we've already seen multiple instances of characters just forming stuff. Kinger the butterfly, Ragatha the... Did Ragatha do anything? I can't think of anything. Pomni the exit door. Gangle the drum gun. And that's all I can think of at the moment. I feel like Jax will take what Kinger said to a next level and create the circus his own. And all I really got for now. I'll update you guys if I see anything on Twitter or something from Gooseworks. Thank you guys so much for watching.